Hi, Ms. Buncannon. This video tutorial is to better assist you for remote and virtual learning purposes. So I just want to review some of the things that we went over before Thanksgiving break, some of the things that you observed today so that you're most successful. So one of the first things that you asked me about was this tool right here. It's an added external tool app and it's called Epic Pen. It's free. You can download it, and as soon as you go to Epic Pen, it's going to prompt you to download depending on the type of device that you have. And once you download it to your computer, I have the free one. So it says download for Windows, download for Mac. I have a Mac, so I download it for Mac. But once you do that for free, it gives you the option to write on your board at any given moment. So that's why I love it. And then delete. Again, you don't have to, but it's just a tool that helps. And you asked about it. So I felt like, why not show you? The pro option does give you the chance to crop the screen and things like that. But if you really want to just use it for teaching purposes solely, this is what it does. And it allows you to write all over your screen. And again, you don't need the internet to use it. So that's one of the things that I love about that tool. So again, it's called Epic Pen. The next thing I want to show you is your teams. Again, we started each lesson through our calendar. You have all of Savedra's login and username and password. So you should be able to access the Teams app and Canvas. Once you log into your calendar, yours will not be as busy as mine. But once you log into calendar, you're going to see Savedra's homeroom link, which we accessed today. You are going to use that to start the lesson. Once you start it, very similar today, we're going to add participants, mute participants. Miss Monroe will be there to help moderate every step of the way. So what I want to show you very quickly, I know you mentioned that your device or you felt like your internet moves slow. My suggestion, and I think that that worked a little bit with the last lesson that we taught together, the listening and learning lesson, I feel like you were able to get on the lesson quicker because you let your computer and your device boot up before. So I do suggest turning all of this on 30 minutes before you actually teach, just to give your device some time to run. I want to go over some of the features just so that you're understanding what all of them meaning in. So this icon is your participants. This allows you to type in students' names, and you can add them into the class manually. Just like today, most of them will use the link and jump right in. But if not, you can type their name in and add them to the class. The other thing, show conversation. This is your chat box. This is what students were using today to participate, to discuss. And I sent a couple polls. You don't have to send a poll, but you can definitely just ask them to type in the chat box. You can type directions in the chat box. So this is a really great feature to engage students. The virtual hand. This is what students will raise in order to talk to you, to respond to questions. It'll notify you. And what I like about it is that when you show participants, it'll show that they have a little hand, and it'll also rank them in order. So if I had multiple people in the class, it would show the person who raised their hand first at the top, and the last person to raise their hand would be at the bottom. These three dots, I call it a snowman laying down. These three dots allow you to change your meeting options. So for example, if you wanted to allow multiple presenters, see who can bypass the lobby, you want to make sure that that's only you so that students cannot start the call with or without you. Who can present? If you wanted a certain person to present, you would add specific people and then you would type in who you want that person to be. Right now, you already have all of the second grade team and Miss Rowe as presenters with you. So that's really great for moderating purposes, and you can save that option there. Another great feature under our laying down snowman, once you have 9 participants or more and they have their camera on, you can choose large gallery view or together mode, which would show everyone's picture on the screen at one time. One of my favorite effects is applying different virtual backgrounds. So I sometimes use blur so that my background is blurred, or I apply these different backgrounds so that the students cannot see into my home, and that's just so that they're less distracted. And then the last thing that you want to make sure you do is you want to record as many lessons as possible. I can go through and help you with uploading them, but you definitely want to remember to record. And I kind of make a to-do list when I teach live. So I have beside me, make sure I review virtual norms, which we did today, and make sure I start recording at the beginning of each lesson. And those are just the basics of the class. The next thing you want to jump into is share content. Now, I know you mentioned that you don't have PowerPoint saved on your computer, which is okay because you have the option to browse and you can upload from OneDrive. So all of the PowerPoints or anything we share with you can be uploaded from OneDrive. And your OneDrive would be Saphadra's OneDrive, and you can share the PowerPoints or anything that you share from there. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a PowerPoint from your computer. It can be something that you share into OneDrive, and you can download it there. You can also open it in, like I mentioned, you can open in Google Slides and share from your desktop. So if you open it in Google Slides, which again does not require a PowerPoint, you can share your desktop and then everyone can see what you're sharing. So those are definitely two options you can consider. I do want you to do a mock lesson and a mock trial before tomorrow. So let me know when you're available. Principal Ruth mentioned if you do not feel comfortable with your device and your connectivity at home, you are allowed to come into the school and teach inside the classroom using one of our devices, one of the school devices. So you do have that option. I want to show you one more time the two big places that you want to play around with and familiarize yourself with beyond this virtual week, because again, this is a state platform. So Canvas is something that everybody in North Carolina is using. Even if they have the Google Classroom, like people are using Canvas all around the state of North Carolina. So you do want to familiarize yourself with the platform. Lindley Elementary Learning Canvas page, Lindley Elementary Virtual Learning Canvas page is a really great resource to see different tech tips under announcements. You can see every morning I will send an update of different things that teach you how to virtually teach. And it teaches you about upcoming meetings and different trainings and things like that. But most importantly, what you need to always follow, I'm going to take you to Saphadra's homepage. I did include your name in the homepage. So when you open Saphadra's page, the very first Canvas page that you should see is something that says Saphadra / Muncannon. And this page is where all of the students will interact with you, but also this is where they'll see the lessons. You can edit this page if you would like by selecting edit and add different things. All of these links take you to your team. So this link takes you to your team's lesson. This link takes you to team's lesson. The only link that's different is I've added Griffith's link. So this is Griffith's math link. That's the only time they're using a different link. And then also during specials. So for this week, we've told them they can log into iStation or they can log into Zern or Waterford, which they all know how to get to. If it's music, they're going to use this to get to music. If it's media, they're going to use this to get to media. That basically is everything. If you have questions, let me know.